see what Breath has to say. You kneel before the shrine and prepare to recite the ritual vows. Ah, crap. Okay, so I actually have to... Second here. Let's see. Let's see. You know, I think giving it a little bit of thought, Gallowayne and Mogren, that kind of makes sense to a certain extent. The head of the constellation was Mark's pedestal. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Kind of fits Gustavus a little more. It's about survival and strength. Yeah, we'll go with Gallowayne. Survival begins with strength from within. The air around you stirs, and a gust of warm air blows across the back of your neck. You catch the faintest smell of wet earth. As you kneel in front of the shrine, you feel yourself pushed forward. You catch yourself on your hands and knees, feeling warm, damp ground beneath them. Looking around, you find yourself crouched in a clearing in the middle of the woods. The smell of dirt hangs heavy in the air. Behind you is a darkened room filled with candlelit shrines. Ahead, you hear the howl of some kind of hound, and you feel certain this is a vision, but the hairs on the nape of your neck still rise. You've come to seek Gallowayne's favor. The howling beast falls silent, and you hear a rustling in the foliage nearby. Alright, howl back. The beast bays in response. Its voice high and clear. The thick undergrowth shivers with movement, and heavy paws pound the wet grass. You're not certain if the creature is hunting or leading you, but you instinctively give chase. As you tumble through dew-spackled bushes and clawing brambles, each stride feels longer than the last. You draw lungfuls of crisp, clear air and feel your energy renewed. The rhythm of your stride and the thumping of the beast's paws drive the blood thrumming into your ears. You speed ahead following the hound's cries, when a split-finger pine crashes to the ground in front of you. A massive bear lunges into the gap and roars. It catches sight of you. You turn and race in the opposite direction, leaping over the fallen tree trunk. Pine cones crunch underfoot, and the bear lumbers after you. Its hot breath washes over the back of your neck, filling your nose with the rank odor of slaughter. You see a clearing just past a thicket of broad leaves and sprint towards it. As you break through the foliage, you see a massive lioness curled up in the clearing in front of you. With a last burst of energy, you divert your momentum and hurl yourself into the bushes. Any second now, you expect to feel the bear fall upon you, but a furious roar on the other side of the clearing draws your attention. The bear has stopped at the tree line. It swipes the empty air with claws large enough to rend armor, but it does not advance. The lioness, for her part, twists her body into a tight coil. She growls, her ears pressed against her head, and she makes no move to attack the intruder. Sagani murmurs to you under your breath. At this point, I've hunted all over the world, and I've never seen predators like this. You back deeper into the foliage, keeping your eyes on the two mighty predators. As you crawl backwards, the heel of your hand brushes something furred. A warm sigh grazes your cheek. You freeze in place, slowly turning your head to see what is behind you. Two amber eyes shine in the darkness. Kana, perhaps we ought to take our chances with the bear. The eyes meet your gaze briefly, then turn to the standoff in the clearing. The hound behind you yawns, fangs flashing. When you turn back, the lion and the bear have disappeared. In their place is a stone wolf's maw, gaping wide enough to swallow you whole. Beyond it is the outline of a temple, towering but indistinct. Blood must feed the maw, Watcher. See that a true champion reigns. Turn back to Terry Brown. Okay. Alright. Consumables. Okay. Okay. Go to Galloway's Maw in Old Song. Alright, off we go. Okay. Okay. Oop. Oh, okay.
And I thought my mother-in-law's house was ominous.
Arensi has no right to defend that cowering cat in the back of the maw.
Then track her down and tell her yourself. Look, Estremor, this is no place for sightseeing. The beasts of Galloway's Maw are dangerous, and now more than ever. If you want to see some pretty Glanfathan places, go to Elm's Reach.
What's wrong with the beasts?
They won't fight.
And it's Galloway's will that they battle.
This is truth.
The Maw has always been home to one great predator. Every so often a challenger comes along and the two battle for territory. But Sul remains in her den, and Uranos can't confront her there. Now two mighty predators and their kin hunt from the same stock. It's thinning the herds, and it's thinning patience too. And this waiting, it's not the deliberate, watchful waiting of a hunter laying in ambush. It's stagnation, tedium, hoping for something to happen. But I'm powerless to act. One half of the Fangs will cry favoritism if I drag the lioness out myself. I received a vision from Galawain. His eyes go wide. From the clever hound himself. If you truly have Galawain's blessing, I won't stand in your way. But I can believe he sees a forceful champion in you. He gives you an iron key. We don't normally permit outsiders to venture into the Maw, but you understand that you do so at your own risk. And Sul's lions are very likely to attack intruders on sight. Still, perhaps you can coax her into fighting the bear. Do whatever you can to end this stalemate. Alright. Examine the area. The wooden beams have lodged from the stones. They seem sturdy enough to support your weight. However, yeah, we can grappling hook across. The remains of the broken bridge along collapse lead to a deep chasm. The other side of the bridge perceives through the mist at the far end of the chasm. Okay. You aim for the wooden beam, you hurl the grappling hook, and it strikes the bridge with a solid thunk. The hook snags firmly, digging into the wood as you pull. The rope tightens, taut and secure. You tie the free end of the rope to the wooden beam next to you. Nice. Cross the bridge. Yeah.
Keeping an eye out.
As requested. What's this?
Worth it.
Okay. It's range.
My mind feels always there.
I cannot keep up this pace.
I'll take a look.
I think I see something.
20 seconds. Wish these potions were a little bit longer lasting. I hit the disarm. I guess I should have canceled my move action first.
I think I see something.
Oh, for the love of... I forgot the rest too.
They won't see me coming.
There we go. An elven woman intercepts you as you advance into the lair. Behind her is the largest lioness you've ever seen, a sleek beast with fangs as long as carving knives. The woman blocks your path to the lioness, seemingly at ease around the monster. This is Sul's domain, Estremar. You shall not leave it for Uranos or any other challenge. She shall not leave it for Uranos or any other challenger. Why do you refuse to face him? Uranos is welcome to confront her here, as many challengers have in the past. What the bear supporters want is for Sul to leave her lair and fight in the open, where he has the advantage. But why would she? If Sul has an advantage here, it's one she's earned. Would anyone expect to blunt the bear's claws in order to even the odds? The Lord of the Hunt gives unique advantages to each, but it's not for us to decide that some of them are worth less than others. Also, Sul has recently given birth to cubs. They're small now, but when they grow, they'll be mightier than either Sul or Uranos. But if Sul is killed in combat, the bear will tear her young to shreds, such is the way of the wild. Her legacy is too valuable to perish this way. If we truly want the mightiest of beasts in them all, then her cubs must grow to maturity. I think we just killed both of them, honestly. Wait, oops, I think I may have hit the wrong thing. I may have to reload, fuck. It's not what I wanted to do. I misclicked. Fuck. I'll put an end to you both. And realize that I probably shouldn't have done that while I'm standing right here. Fuck. Let's do this. Okay. Am I... Wait, what the fuck? Why am I over here? Okay, I should do this first and then cast that. Okay, can I go in and attack now? The only true apex predator here is me. Now I'm gonna go kill that bear too.
What's this? Come to see the great Oernos, Estromor? He's back from his hunt. Unlike that lioness, he doesn't stay cooped up in here
Why
for
can't
long.
he go fight the lions?
Because she holes up at the back of the maw, surrounded by her pride and the natural hazards of this place. It's not the proper way to meet a challenger. She's got to come out and face Oernos.
Bob.
If you stand on the side of that toothless old bag of bones, then you stand in my way.
If Sula is so weak, then why doesn't Rhaenyra's go after her? The dangers would stop a worthy warrior. You claim truth. In my eagerness to see a new champion, my eyes missed what yours have seen. If Oernos is the true champion, he'll triumph despite the disadvantages. That's right. He'll leave him to his own fate. The giant bear rakes the ground with his massive claws and growls at you. It shakes as it charges forward. Please. Please. I've killed dragons. Now, let's shake the ground.
So much.
Whoa. The bear just got thrown in the face. I see predators here. Only me. Let's go. Alright, I should probably talk to that dude. Where's he at? He was right here. No. No, maybe he's over here. Ah, there he is.
Still looking around?
I've dealt
Watch
with
your
the
step.
situation. I don't know what I expected, but I didn't expect both beasts to die. Still, I suppose there's logic in making room for new blood. If neither was willing to confront the other, then perhaps neither was worthy. Now that Sul and Uranos are gone, I expect another beast will seek them all soon. It will be good to see what Galawain sends. Take this with our thanks. You might visit Tir Iveron to pray to the Lord of the Hunt. He sometimes gives special favors for those who prove themselves. Well, hell yeah. Let's go. I'm pretty sure we just proved ourselves quite the hunter. Real quick though, before I do, because I know that I'm getting close to the end, there is still something I wanted to do here. Find Gustavus with a tablet. Hold on, why didn't I find this? Because I've already done everything down in... Hold on. Tide. I think I missed it somewhere. Okay, maybe I should go take care of that then. Let's save real quick. We're gonna go back and fix that. Because I don't want to end without having at least done Kana's quest here.
Last thing the Deerwood needs is another foreign colony.
Okay. I need to go to level 7. Okay. Let's head to the stairs. Let's hop down that, maybe? Yeah. I think that's a short. Maybe not. Let's just go. Let's go down the stairs. Let's see. This is 3. The hell?
No!
Silly ogre. Ugh, come on, ogres. Alright, I guess we can do that on our way back up. We can give that guy his thing. Okay, this is level 4.
Bring them!
These beetles.
Brave thou... Gotcha!
Why did only some of them stop?
My mind feels sharp as steel.
You cannot venture forth while in combat.
I'm still in combat? What? Okay, that was different. Okay, 2 more levels, and then we're back where we need to be. Alright, so we got level 7 here. I think this is the right one? Yeah. Okay.
Brave thou Philothelium.
Shitties.
Kill them all! Got! Stand still! Brave. If thou Philothelium.
Chance against this.
My mind feels.
Brave thou Philothelium. Kill them all! Kill them all! see something.
What? Oh.
Brave Dalfilathilim.
Cool. A study. Gabrano's work must be here somewhere. Oh no.
Brave Dalfilathilim.
Skeletal lizard.
Shadow!
Well, you get turned to bone meal.
This was Gabranos. This was the great scholar I was looking for.
Well, he said he controlled the elements. Looks like this is what he used it for. But why? He traveled everywhere. I found traces of his work on 2 separate continents, and he ended his days here doing this. Was this a source of all knowledge? Boy. These experiments out there, the bodies. Knowledge does take sacrifice. This much. Perhaps there was some sense in it, something I've missed. All we see is the result, but there must have been some explanation. Let's find the tablet. Alright.
This can't be it. But the symbols. No. I was so close. Look, you can see, there's his name. And these symbols. Virtue. Gods, the rest is too worn away. There must be something, a verse, even a word. Be like unto the waves, be wrathful as the sea, anything. Is there really nothing? Not even to explain this?
Maybe you can salvage some small part of it. Isn't that enough that you found it? This shattered mess. I might as well bring back an empty piece of parchment. But it existed once. It was here, whole. Maybe you're right. See here. Whatever was on the tablet, your people made the Tavi or Torah their own. What Gabranos thought about it doesn't matter. That is true enough. There were already differences in phrasing, and much of the chant has changed even in the past centuries. But for us to go our own way, then follow Gabranos' example, if that does little to ease our conflicts, I'll be glad to be out of this place. I think I can use some air. there a master staircase here somewhere?
Brave thou Philothelim.
A spectre. It's been a little while.
Bring them down!
Nice, also bond upgrades are complete. Grants bash. Excellent. Alright. I guess there's not a master staircase here. At least not here, I guess. Alright, let's go back up. Alright, we need to turn in that quest to the one ogre that's down here. I think it's level 4. Yeah, I think he's on level 4. We turned that quest into him because we killed that one ogre matron or whatever it was down here. Maybe it was 3. How am I enjoying the game? Actually quite a bit. I'm almost at the end of it at this point. Overall, really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. I plan on, as soon as I'm done doing Deadfire. And I'll really forward to doing that too, since, you know, some of your decisions carry over. I've really liked some of the unique classes. I think if I were to take away my favorite thing from this, other than the good world building, is probably the classes. They've some very cool ones. Started to the same day you finish it. That may end up being the case. I know I probably am going to end up finishing it either today's stream or tomorrow's stream. I'll probably end up finishing one here. And then I intend to like jump right into 2. Just a little excited because I hear you get a pirate ship in that, and that sounds pretty darn cool. I intend on being like a swashbuckling pirate in that. Especially now that I know you get guns. I did not know you got guns when I first started playing this. Where was that ogre at? I think he was like over here somewhere, right? Yeah, if I'd known that you got guns, I might have been tempted away from doing a barbarian and instead done some kind of cool gunner build. But I do not regret it. Barbarian has been a lot of fun. Especially with some of the very cool high-level weapons that I've found. Whether it's the Grey Sleeper or Tidebringer I had around here, or Tidefall. It's around here somewhere. I think I put it in my backpack somewhere. There it is, Tidefall. Or this crazy-ass Abaddon's Hammer. Went Paladin first playthrough. Cypher on the next. Yeah, Cypher's... So at first, she's a Cypher, right? Yeah. Like, at first, I was like, you know, Cyphers look a little, like, when I first was looking at the classes, when I was picking it out, I was like, they look okay. I'm not really sure how they work, so I was like, I'm gonna steer clear of them. But having run Grieving Mother for the most of the campaign, I can say that I really liked this class. It's a really cool idea. They deal damage, build up spell points, use spell points. It kind of reminds me of kind of like a Magus from Pathfinder. Only Maguses don't get their power from hitting things, but similar kind of like idea of like a damage spellcaster mix. I really like that. Hey, Stu, thanks. Thanks for the follow, man. Oh, wait, we found our ogre friend. Zola is dead. Then it's done. Thank you, human. That was not my maiden there. I will not remember her that way. Play Kingmaker twice too. I just before I played this, I just finished a full playthrough of Wrath of the Righteous, and that was pretty fun. I played a Cavalier in that one. Kingmaker, I played a little bit of back when it first came out, but I just couldn't get as much into it as I wanted to. But Wrath of the Righteous, I really liked. Some of the scaling was a little weird, but I kind of expected that from Alcat to a certain degree. Alcat like typically balances things a little on the difficult side. I will not need this where I go. Use it well. Cool. But yeah, I did a whole run through on Wrath of the Righteous a little bit ago. Videos are all up on the YouTube channel too. I did like I said, did a Cavalier. Originally was gonna do a Lich build with it. Did not finish that out. Ended up going for another epic path or mythic path. Sorry on that. It was really fun. It was really fun. And then after Wrath of the Righteous, I was like, I want to keep. You know, I really enjoy streaming CRPGs and stuff, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna keep playing CRPGs until I run out of CRPGs to play, and then I'll probably do turn-based ones until another CRPG comes out. But I got a large backlog to do, so I think I'm pretty good. Oh. Hold there. A robed man stands in the doorway, his gaze moving between you and Kana. Uh-oh. Not this again. Now, of all times, Kana gnashes his teeth together, his face darkening. Another robed figure, a woman, looks at you. So this is the Watcher. You made this very convenient, running to ground in the same place. We're not even gonna listen. Leave now or die where you stand. The robed man makes a sharp gesture at his throat. Kill them and keep the object close to hand. I don't want their souls drifting free.
Great.
Yes.
Alright, come here. I don't think you're gonna be able to take Abaddon's hammer. These guys are so much lower level than I am. They just died instantly. What a waste, he turns to you. I don't see why they bothered. What harm can a broken tablet do? Or any artifact? They aren't even Glanfathans. You did tell me it could stop the Rautai from trying to conquer the known world. I might be overstating it. It could have inspired peace, at least, if it existed. That doesn't make sense. All they could know is that we were descending into the ruins, and that was enough to warrant their attack. Let's hunt them down for a change. It's only fair. Seems that the leaden key holds what answers are left to us. If I cannot bring Rautai a promise of peace, at least I'll have something to show for my travels. That's the spirit. Did that... Okay, that did finish his stuff. Okay, I need to... I also need to finish this long hunt because I like Sagani. I'm not probably going to finish everyone's side quests this playthrough, but I'm going to finish the ones for the characters I really like. Because we already finished up Edders. Grieving Mother, I'm not sure what else I can do. Maybe I can talk to her some more?
Comes back.
How was I able to enter your dream?
I do not know. What do you speak of? If you were in my thoughts, I could not feel your presence, nor do I know what you saw there.
Oh, Barbarian specific response. As she speaks, you suddenly feel an odd sensation in your mind, like the blood of the hunt. You suddenly realize that whether she permits it or not, you could enter her dream and observe it without her ever knowing. There's something about her mind like a weapons rack, where you could reach in and draw forth a blade if you wished, and keep it as your own. Suddenly you find yourself back in your present thoughts. Though you were away for but a moment, she seems unaware of your diversion of thought. It may be one of your gifts, an ability to walk in memories as easily as someone walks upon the ground. May I try again? You feel her slowly nod, though she makes no motion. My mind is open to you, as it was before when we met. I could not stop you if I wished. As long as you don't mind if I try, I shall do so. My memory is not as it was. Much has been forgotten. If you would walk in my thoughts, I have nothing to hide. Her thoughts feel strangely apologetic and welcoming, both at once. Perhaps you may learn something that will strengthen you, or a clue to what has caused this terrible burning of the fields of souls and halted Barath's wheel. Her mind gives way, and your passage almost is unnoticed as you enter her as before, circling the memory you shared when you first met. Suddenly you are calm. You are on a plateau almost the height of a tower, several stories high. The plateau is like a table laying beneath a clear sky, and beneath the plateau, surrounding it in all directions, a forest, hazy with mist, although whether it is actual mist, or distance, or recollection. Resting in the curve of a natural arch above you is a great copper bell, half again the size of a man, hanging at attention as if looking down on you and the events unfolding before you. The plateau is soaked in the sun, and the rock beneath you is rough and warm. The sky forms a cradle around you, and you feel different, not disembodied, but you feel your body, your physical contours have changed along with your surroundings. You hear the soft cries, or soft series of chimes, like wind chimes, at the sound of the scene, as it gains color and texture, as if the sound is beckoning you gently forth, filling your senses and thoughts, like mist roiling softly into a sealed chamber, and the chime coaxes you deeper into the memory, and you're certain it is a memory, a warm one. You're on the stones of the plateau, your knees on the warm texture of the ground, silver, white, shimmering like Audra. The plateau is formed of it, glistening in the sun. You can feel the heat on your skin, your wrists and your hands are in motion. Weaving, not threading, but gathering tenderly, moving along the first movements of Barath's wheel. Your hands are wet, your hands are upon the flesh of a newborn child, and you can feel the crowning of a tiny head, turning in your grip, its head slick and wet. The hands you are wearing and inhabiting have done this many times, and they are practiced and confident. You can feel distant pains in your own head as the head emerges, a stream of fluid from the womb, helping the newborn slide forth. And a woman's labored breathing crying out. Very descriptive here. With effort, the scene bleeds of color, and your mind becomes your own again. The grieving mother stands silently before you. She seems unaware of what you have seen, or that you have entered her memory at all. I've walked again in your dreams, thoughts, and I believe your memories. A mixture of curiosity and fear wells up between you. She raises her left hand. The chiming at her wrist quelling the rising within her. She is frightened, but curiosity anchors her.
And what did you see in my memories? I would hear you speak of them.
The dream, the memory I saw upon meeting you, was helping give birth to a child. There is silence, and as your breath falls still, you hear the faint cry of a child in the distance, a newborn child, almost exactly like what you heard in the dream. As you listen, the grieving mother raises both her hands as if weaving, her wrists chiming as she does, in a semblance of the gentle turning she provided while the newborn was crowning. To your surprise, you recognize the motions and the words from the memory, even as they are new to you. As she weaves her hands through the air in front of her, the child's cries grow still. Yet the sound of chimes weaves almost hypnotically into your thoughts. The sky seems sharp and clear, and you feel as if you are towering over your surroundings, as if kneeling atop a great pillar, just as she did in the memory. To your surprise, the grieving mother falls as if her strings were cut, and her knees crack hard against the ground. Her hands never cease moving in the air, and the chimes echo her movements. In a ragged voice you hear her speak. The voice is that of a much older woman than the one before you, harsh and almost desperate.
Tell me what you saw. Show me what you saw. Where were you?
A mountain ledge, I think. It was high up. She leans back as if looking at the sky, but her eyes are closed, the film building on them. With a slow intake of breath, you feel time become quiet around you. I do not feel the memory. I do not know if it is mine, but thank you for trying. Do you still recall it? Oh boy. Okay. Huge forest?
The stone of the plateau.
Okay.
Its color. Tell me its color.
Oh, I should have paid more attention. But it was blasted by the sun. It was copper-colored arch. No, it was silvered Audra, yeah. Warmed by the sun. There it is. Her hands rise before her. She clasps them, then cups them as if feeling for the first time. As she stares down into the cradle of her hands, the chimes sound once, twice, and they sing with the movement.
And what did these hands hold?
Hell, the mother, what she gave birth painfully. Ah, okay. I guess I was wrong. Okay. Okay. There it is. There's a sudden intake of breath and then a release. Man, my reading comprehension is not good on that one. Her eyes blur, closed, forming into slits, but in the brief glimpse you have of her changing expression, the rippling pain in her features seems to have smoothed. She swallows once, twice, and then you feel her once again in your thoughts, the rasping husk of her voice swallowed and drawn within her.
It was the birthing bell you saw. Has it been so long? Have I forgotten so much?
With the words comes a river of impulses, thoughts, as if loosened from a breaking dam. And as your mind wraps the impulses into words, you realize it is her muscles and her hardened thoughts relaxing and breathing again. There is such an intensity you almost want to step back from the flow, but you find the wave of impulses cause questions to float to the surface. Among them is a name, Watcher. What is the birthing bell?
It is a plateau formed of the spirit stone Audra. At its top is set a great bell, cradled in the reaching arm of the plateau. It stirs in the wind, and it sounds for leagues when struck by kith hands. In distant times, the great bell served as a Glanfathan watchtower, perhaps. Why they abandoned it, I do not know. Other men came in time, settlers, and claimed the tower as their own. I, in turn, claimed it from them. The pillar became a cradle where I could draw new souls into the world.
Where is this? It lies deep in the great forest of the Deerwood, at the borders of the Glanfathan lands. Surrounding it, barely a town, not one you would find on any map, but it held an important place for those there, even if we were far from the beaten track. Small families, tied like a knot, joined at the wrist in mind, in thought. All were welcomed and all had purpose. You were, in the memory, you were helping a woman give birth?
Yes. Yet, I believe you only saw a small part of the birthing ritual. It is not all in a moment, nor in a day. It is a journey of many years between the child, the mother, and I.
There was much I could do to aid the mother. Some sought the physical comforts of ritual to steady their thoughts, even Audra from the Bell. Others would seek advice, words of counsel for the days ahead. I was able to provide draughts, tinctures, and a reading of the child's spirit, all to strengthen the mother. The telling of the child's spirit.
Many would come seeking their child's future, or a reading into the child's past, the lives its soul is said to have lived. Such things are not mine to see. I meant no offense.
Another resounding feel of the word watcher. You're frightened. Something about watchers. As though the thought of watchers crosses your mind, you feel a sharp pain, and the sudden burning of lash across the back of your shoulders, and then it is gone, and you feel the grieving mother before you, silent and almost fearful.
I was something else, but because the title Watcher was cast on me, the word carried a weight I had neither earned nor deserved. The world seems filled with such titles. They distract, I think, from the actions of the person, from their strengths.
Why did you believe you were a watcher?
The world has many corners, and in some corners the name Watcher is more known. It is an easier title than others, and at times it is easier to wear. Placing a title upon what is unknown can dispel the fear of it, and I did not fight it. I even believed it true, though I knew little of the ways of Watchers. It even granted me strength. I was able to see the thoughts of others, shape them, and help guide souls. Watcher seemed enough, and the name seemed to matter little in the light of one's acts.
But if they came to you to read their child's souls, what did you tell them?
I drew upon the present. I felt the soul of the mother before me, and used that to tell the child's path, to give it a voice. If only the thoughts of the mother and the emotions that lie beneath were mine to impart. I did, and so I used that as the telling of their child's future.
What if it turned out to be untrue?
Futures fulfilled by one's own spirit are as strong as anything seen by another's eyes. And if one draws from the emotion of the mother, it matters only when harm is done. And their lives I knew well. I could weave their lives, their thoughts over time, to the mother, to the child, and once the child had been born, was sheltered, I could relax the threads of thought until the child could stand on its own.
So you shaped their thoughts and made the readings true.
This is my calling, to show them the life I see before them, and even greater, make them believe it.
It's not what watchers do, though. We don't shape minds, we just see them as they are.
Even the most strongly worded tells may not be enough to save a child and allow it to be born. If I have the strength to strip away the stem of a mother's spite to expose kindness, weave nurturing from disdain and neglect, then that is my calling. And with the weight of Watcher behind my thoughts, these tells gain strength. Strength I never possessed on my own. They believed. And what they believed became the truth. With each child that was set upon that path, the title of Watcher became stronger. You must understand, without such weight upon my words, many lives would have been lost, drowned, cast in the lake beyond the Bell. Now the trail to the lake is lost and reclaimed by the forest, as was meant. A Watcher was not there to look over us, but it was a Watcher that saved them. And with a Watcher's strength, children were born, were cared for, and grew strong.
I see.
What use is a frightened will when a spirit is at stake? Would you let the fears of a mother end her newborn's life? You felt it in the memory, the weight of it, the importance of the child's life. It was a memory we shared.
A memory, it's not the truth, is it? There's a rasping cry across her consciousness. She raises her hand and you see the chimes drape from them, yet they make no sound as she moves.
A greater good was done, and children were saved. It is a choice you may be forced to make one day, and when faced with it, you will make the same one.
I mean, saving innocent people, yeah, I can see that. Yeah, certain I will. I'm assuming she just means like saving children rather than tossing them off a cliff into the ravine. Which I mean, yeah, that's I don't think it's.
That is good, Watcher.
I think it's kind of a no-brainer. All right. Anything else we can talk about? How is it no one can see you?
Their eyes see me, but their minds will not remember past the call.
A call?
My face is like the call of a newborn, hiding the face beneath. And for my body, I am able to wrap myself as a mother cradling her child. I am here, as you see me, but to them, their eyes see only the cloak that I wear, a peasant mother, dirty, shabby, not worth knowing. As a watcher, you see more than others. To the eyes of most, I am as unseen as the spirits you share memories with.
How are you able to affect minds? I divert the flow of their senses down a different path to a place easily forgotten. It is not unwelcome when one does not desire the presence of others. The surface of their minds register a figure, but the memory slips away. They see a woman, but there is no desire for conversation, no desire for any questions, and I have none to ask. Alright, I heard the name Watcher in your thoughts when you remembered the birthing bell. Why?
It is because I once believed I was one, and others believed I was one.
You kind of already talked a little bit about this. There is another name for someone with your abilities. I see the word cipher in your mind and see its meaning. Although I did not train in such things, the title feels more of a cloak the world casts on me and judges me for. It is curious how a title such as that can define one, and at times be the source of such emotion that comes from no one but the voices of others. It is a curse of the world. Do you know anything about Watchers? I feel that they were once marked, hated. Such hate feels dimmed. I can feel it. Other hatreds have risen for other titles, but they burned bright in the past. Now hates have shifted focus, and they may fall upon the same again, either you or me. Why did you think you were a Watcher? The world has many corners, and in some corners the name Watcher is more known. Yeah, we went over this before. Okay. Alright.
And I, in asking, we reveal ourselves to each other.
Why they call you the Grieving Mother?
That is a question for you, not I. That is not my name, although if you wish to hang the title on me, I cannot stop you.
So I named you? As a Watcher, you may see what I do not. Our mind shapes the thoughts I project into a new meaning. There is truth in that title, but it is not all I am. So what do you grieve then? You must have felt it, seen it. It is as many names as the pain it has caused. There is a wound cut across the belly of the world, a jagged knife that has stripped the stem. It's because of the Hollowborn crisis. There is much I've forgotten, but I feel the wound all around me. It will not let me rest, not let me be. The children have gone silent, yet their voices may be heard again. She's speaking of the Hollowborn. The word was once unknown to me, as was much of what unfolded in the outside world. When the curse came upon us, I thought it a smaller thing, a thing of communities and hearths. It was only when I walked did I feel it stretching out around me in all the cracks of the world. Children have been cursed. I do not think it was something they caused, nor something deserved. That which is inside them has been torn away, and I do not know how, but this wound must be stitched closed. The world bleeds forth from between a woman's legs. If this blood is not stemmed, the world will die and grow quiet. Do you know the cause? I shall know it through you. Your eyes will track the cause, find the path, and I will be beside you. There is no wound that cannot be healed, and if you are truly a watcher, then this wound may be seen for what it is, and you saw me where I hid. Whoever's hands have stilled the world, you shall see them too. What if healing causes more damage? I will be there, and you will do what must be done. You are given your sight so that you may watch the world, and you will tend it. The children shall have their voice again. If your will is weak, then I shall strengthen it. Lean upon me, as I lean upon you. You shall be my eyes, and I shall be your hands when the time comes. Alright. Interesting. See something here. Interesting. Well, let's go back up to the surface, I guess. Sure, we can probably just go up and we'll rest to get that +3 might. Bump our might up to, I think, 27 before, well, that's 27 might before we get buffs from Durant's. I think with all the buffs from Durant's and 1 or 2 of the food buffs, I think we can get up to like 35. Oh, hey! Right, this guy. Let's talk about my army. What's the status of my troops? 2 green and 2 few. Man. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to get more troops at that. What level am I now? 13. About halfway to 14. Or maybe less than that, like a third of the way to 14. Like 3 levels? I think I'm 3 levels from cap, because I think 16 is cap. Where's it? Right, I was gonna grab. Where's my might bonus? Might bonus, might bonus, might bonus. There it is. See, it does say I need to rest a little bit. Alright, so I'm gonna rest like a couple of times here just to try and advance her story a wee bit. Let's see here. Training ground rest. Spend a couple of days resting at Godnua. Alright. Actually, I could probably get more than 1 bonus then, because it lasts for multiple rests. Yeah, that's actually... Let's do this. It lasts for multiple rests, so that's actually pretty good. There it is. You find yourself back in the space inside the grieving mother's mind. It is familiar this time. Even though you feel you've seen countless births from this vantage point, something fills you with unease. The sky is darkened, and the mist has risen from the forest to hem you in, and you are trapped. You hear something. The sound is strange, dissonant, like warping metal. You grit your teeth against the noise, and yet, as it rises, the eerie melody drives the numbness from your limbs and clears a space in the mist. Focus on the chimes. The noise resolves into a dull tone. As it resounds through your bones, you see that your hands are in motion. And once again you are drawing forth life, something warm and fragile struggling into the world. This scene feels familiar, a moment you have lived and dreamed 1,000 times before, and yet something ominous gnaws at the edges. Focus on the child and the movement in your hands. As your hands move, you hear the sound of chimes, clear and sharp, yet somewhere distant they seem echoed by something else. Wails of sorrow, tolling bells? It's impossible to tell. Draw forth the child. An inexplicable sense of dread fills your soul as the child makes its journey to you. Push by push, a malicious presence seems to surround you, and you lean forward to shield the child. At last the baby emerges, wet and ruddy from its journey. A lifetime seems to have passed as the newborn moved from the womb to the world, and another seems to pass as you cradle the trembling child waiting. The child cries out, its cry full of life, full of soul, the chime echoing in its thoughts, filling it with its welcome. The soul is blurred at the edges, as if you are viewing a soul from within a soul. But it is there, it is alive. The woman before you is weeping, and at her first cry, her hands reach out for it. Surrender the child. You surrender the child to her, something you've done many times before, and as your hands move, the dull clangor sounds, and you feel a weight hanging from your wrist. You look down and see bones, tiny and malformed, hanging from a string about your wrist. They are heavier than they should be, and as they clank together, they make a noise like funeral bells. The mother is too intent upon her newborn to pay any heed, and so you hide your wrist behind your back. She need never know, can't ever know. As you hide the bone chimes, you shiver, in relief, with premonition, at the chill wind that suddenly sweeps the plateau. Wake up.
Your mind comes bearing questions, Watcher.
What's that you're wearing on your wrists? She extends her hands, and the small chimes sound at the motion, just as they sound in the memories. The chimes are finely crafted of white audra. They are wrapped around the grieving mother's wrists with tiny woven braids of hair of different colors, from white to black, brown to blonde. You feel as if you're noticing them for the first time. If the birthing chimes were given to newborns, why do you wear them?
There was no child to carry it.
In your memory, they look like bones.
And carry the weight of 100 deaths. I know, Watcher.
This is about the Hollowborn.
The Hollowborn. The Hollowborn have a future. They can be saved, and the tells spoke of such.
How did you know that?
They can be saved. They must be saved. You have seen the beauty in childbirth. What good came into the world there on the plateau. You helped me recall it. It is a memory we shared. It is the truth.
You hid the chimes on your wrist from the mother. Why? It is not what I hid, but what she saw. She couldn't know. No more equivocation. What happened?
And what would you consider real, Watcher? The truth that was experienced and remembered? Or the one that burned out only to be swept under the rug and forgotten like ash from a fireplace?
What happened mattered. Forgetting it doesn't make it less real.
And how much of your own life has been lost to the error of memory? How many loves and betrayals were colored with the false hues of emotion? A pity to wonder how much of your own life happened the way you recall.
Well. I guess that's it for now with her. Looks like we will have to wait a couple more rests. We would have to wait a couple more rests with her. But it looks like we can actually just knock this out right here, right now. Or at the very least. Yeah, it looks like we can knock this out. Alright, we're just going to knock her side quest out then. We're going to do that all right now. Because again, we're getting pretty close to the end of the game, and I don't want to be surprised with a point of no return and then be like, oh no, I forgot to do Grieving Mother stuff. Because I still have to do Sagani's thing. Kana's is now finished up. Grieving Mother's is done. Durant's, I have no idea. I could try and finish his, I guess, as well. Thomas, right? Let's see if there's something that can be learned about this. Yeah. Alright, let's, okay. So we need 2 more rests. Just do might. Here we go. The morning is cold and silent. You are upon the plateau of the birthing bell, and there is no sound, no wind. The sky is smooth and mortared gray. The forest beneath the plateau, nothing more than a jagged black silhouette. Even the rock and the alder around you feel cold. The sun's warmth bled from it. Against the cold backdrop of the sky, you see the great birthing bell hanging from its arch of Audra. Its surface is tarnished, and the shadows inside the bell are dark. Still, it seems to press down upon you, or simply, sadly, watch you, as if standing above a grave formed from the table of the plateau and the remains of the mother's womb that now cover its surface. And there is something heavy in your hands. It breathes, gurgling, slick and wet, yet that is all it is. You find yourself filled with fear, and you don't want to look. You don't want to look at what you're holding. You don't want to touch it with your mind, and it is all you can do to not cast it from you. Examine. The mass before you is vacant, flesh in the shape of a newborn, bubbles of saliva bunch at the mouth, expelled by its steady gurgling breath, its arms, legs, and head lolling limp. No thought, no struggle, no desire to cry in protest or pain. There's nothing from within. There's an absence in your hands. Your hands tremble, shake, and the silence is broken as the chimes in your wrist echo with the trembling. And the chimes do not echo in the thoughts of the mass in your head. There is no soul within to hear it. Reach out with your thoughts. The only emotions blanketing the plateau are the pain of the mother. The child breathes, its heart beats, but it makes no cry. The child feels light, empty. There's no joy in it, no fear, no thoughts at all. Yet in the hollows inside it, it breathes, a thing of habit, not life. You cannot move. Your trembling has subsided, and the birthing chimes on your wrists are as still as the child. The mother is crying, eager to see, begging to see the child. You feel a sudden spike of fear, of being hunted. If you give the child to the mother, you will be blamed, and her anguish and rage shall fall upon you. She will not spare you or anyone you love. Of this you are certain. But you did not cause this. You don't think you caused it. And the mother begs, her arms outreached. Hand her the child. The chimes sound once more as you give the child to its mother, and as the chimes fade, there is an eager gleam, the welling joy, the questioning. As you draw upon it deeply, letting the hope stream into her eyes, letting her ears fill with the cries that you have heard countless times past from other children on the bell. You hear the laughter in the mother's voice, in streams of tears that run down her face, and with practiced motion you weave a life that will never be into her eyes and thoughts. She will care for the child as if it were whole until you set her free. She will care for it until you find a way to heal what has happened, until reality cannot be dispelled anymore. And still, cradled beneath the weeping woman that birthed it, the child in her arms does not hear the cries of the mother, does not react. It is an empty thing that breathes and carries nothing within. The chimes on your wrist lie still. They are bound to you like chains, never to sound inside a newborn's mind again. Or wake up. Damn.
Your mind comes bearing questions, Watcher.
Saw a hollow mourn at the birthing bell. She bows her head and raises her hands. To your horror, you hear her breathing, ragged, hacking, but strangely steady. You see saliva bunching at the corners of her lips, becoming thick ropes of drool. What the... Take her shoulders and try to steady her. Stepping forward, your hands fall on her shoulders, and then you feel her begin to fall, rigid as a falling stone. You place your other hand on her shoulder to steady her. Throughout, there is the horrid, steady breathing. Her clothes are wet. It is as if she is burning with fever beneath her tangled hair and beneath her threadbare robes, as if she is giving birth. With a slow hissing intake of breath, her head rolls back on her shoulders, and her eyes press tightly together, like the lids of a newborn. Yet past the lids you can feel the piercing stare, vacant, cold. Horribly, you sense nothing from her, not a thought, like the hollowborn you held in her memory. Imagine the cries of a newborn from the first memory when you met. Yeah, that would work. She jerks slightly before you, then her head tilts, and the steady breathing breaks. She gives a racking cry.
I thought it was my doing. I thought that I had stilled it with my thoughts. The child. It was just a child. What was done with it?
You helped give birth to a Hollowborn. You made the mother think otherwise. Her breathing is steady again, but there's a life in it where there was not one before, and her emotions are building in her. Apprehension, confusion, welling up. She seems afraid to do more than simply be aware the memory is there.
It was not the last Hollowborn on the birthing bell, and never again did I hear a child's cry.
You have found a death within me, one that many women have borne within them. The world swirl with the impulse and weight, spiraling around her, and you feel as if you were being dragged into it. I sought to serve women in need, and instead my hands ushered no new life. What happened next, I bear the responsibility for. What happened?
The first birth was the deepest, the saddest. Nothing I could do could find the child's spirit, guide it to him.
I cannot understand what happened, what I might have done. I feared. No, I could not dwell on that thought. The child was always there, always a reminder of what had happened, a marker. I made her care for it. I made them all care for it, until I could find what had gone wrong. It wasn't your doing. It happened elsewhere.
Little word of the outside world reached us. It was enough time for rage and pain and grief to guide hands. I feared what would happen to the children, what would happen to me. Every mother knows her womb may shed a stillborn, but these cold, soulless creatures, the parents wouldn't have understood, and fear of the unknown breeds violence.
What happened then?
I held their minds within mine. I shaped and guided them as long as I could, and with each passing day, each new birth, the strain grew, and the more I felt my control slipping, the more I focused my thoughts. Eventually, even I succumbed to the power of my own illusion. I'd woven the threads so tightly that I could no longer see through them.
And then one morning I heard funeral bells tolling in the village. The sounds of wailing rose through the mist. A mother had died, her mind so focused on the care of her Hollowborn child that she neglected even to feed herself. And with that, the illusion broke. The townsfolk saw their Hollowborn the way they were, not the way I wished them to see them. By the end of the day, they'd begun to look at me differently too. I did not understand what had happened, but I knew enough to flee, and every suspicion that surfaced, every faded memory of what I had done, I'd pressed it down, tucked it away. My skills failed me, but I did what was necessary. I regret the mother's death, but how much worse would it have been had I not acted? You did inflict your will on those townspeople. I kind of agree with that. Like, she did save innocent lives, but she also took away, like, everyone's free will for her own fear. That was wrong.
They would have killed the children. I had no choice. The matter was too great to seek permission, so I made them believe their children lived whole and healthy, until there were too many children, and the protection crumbled.
Complex, honestly. Like, she didn't want them to kill innocent, children because she thought that she could find a way to cure them. But at the same time, like, brainwashing all those people. To rule another like that, even for mercy, is wrong. We must accept that there are some things we cannot control. I kind of agree with that.
My actions only caused more misery. Worse, I took from an entire village, made them as empty and helpless as the children I sought to protect. But what then? Is it better to stand by in the face of tragedy? To let it wash over the world a hungry tide?
Sometimes. Life is often painful, and you can't will it otherwise.
I thought I could. So many minds I had willed into acceptance, mercy. And yet those thoughts became a trap, a prison, for the village and for me. Your words have soothed my mind in ways I did not expect. I thank you, Watcher, for the gift of your sight, for using it to guide me out of the prison of my mind. Let us hope it can also free you from the illusions Theos has woven around you.
That was an interesting companion quest. Very nuanced. Very nuanced. It's kind of like, is there any real... There's no silver bullet to that particular conundrum. That's a nice quest, nice moral dilemma there. I can appreciate that. All right, let's see here. What else we got? We gotta go do Gallowayne stuff. Guess of the Council of the Gods. Okay. All right. We have the Long Hunts. We should do this. Let's see here. I'm not sure exactly where that last place is. Okay, let's see. Okay. North side of this place. Okay. Wherever this is. All right. Let's see. Whoop. Let's see here. Okay, so that's where that is. Okay, cool. Gotcha. All right. Let's head back. Looks like her thing is part and parcel along the way, kind of. I think we gotta go to Old Song anyway, but we also gotta go to Old Reach. Let's go talk to Gallowayne since we finished that up.
Amazing. You could fit a whole village in here.
I should probably take care of that too. Oh, jeez. Okay. Okay. Should be able to exit this way and go there, I think. Cragholt Bluffs is someplace I need to go do as well. I do, like I said, I do want to kind of finish up a few of the quests. There it is. There's a quest over here for me to do.
Stop there. Where do you think you're going? This area is under the control of the Torn Bannerman. Anyone else wanders in, they're not leaving again.
Uh-huh.
For starters, I've got orders to put a sword through your gut if you don't turn around and run back home.
You realize you're speaking to the Lord of Cadnua, right?
Wait, Cadnua. You mean you're the one everyone's talking about? Saving orphans, fighting off bandits, all that?
Maybe you should take this up with the Crucible Knights.
Look, hang on a second. Let's not get too...
Enough! The commander said no exceptions. I'm not ending up on a pike because this dog has you pissing your trousers.
Sorry, my lord. I'm sure the commander will take good care of Cadnua for you.
Brave thou Philoth
you... Oh no. Oh, this is just mean. Get out of my backline. She already cast that spell? Okay.
Ready, Watcher.
Durance, where you at? Let's just drop a pillar on this guy.
Beyond seek.
Brave thou Philoth
They are way lower level. Okay, still doing that.
I'll give it
Oh, okay.
intruders.
Durance. I don't know if we need you to do it. Let's send you to.
Fire bless this one.
They are hitting hard, so I might need to start microing. When it's this big of a level difference, I do kind of get a little lazy on my macro. Is there more people to fight?
Hey. Of course.
Following your lead.
Of course.
I'll give it a try.
Why is this thing... Why is this guy's body like... There we go. His body was super hard to... Okay, camping materials, sure.
Brave thou Philoth
Okay.
What?
First things first,
I'm here.
interrupt. Second, mark target. Then attack. Grieving Mother. Go ahead and use Fear on these guys.
Following your lead.
Con is
Hey.
fine. Let's go with a knockdown. Okay. Yeah, I'm not hold that line. Okay. Alright, let's do this. Eder, go over here and knock this guy down for me. Need to mock him. That guy just got turned into giblets.
Hell's my touch.
As you wish.
Brave thou Philoth.
Alright.
Yes.
Beyblade spin. These guys are now all extremely damaged. Let's do another big swing. Okay. Throw out your heals.
Of course.
Brave thou Philos.
Oh, here we go. Itmok. Go grab the marksman. Okay. I'm gonna rage. We're gonna use a knockdown.
My mind.
Okay, that's rude.
This ends here.
This and no. Okay. Target the Pyromancer, Durance. Slowly pick her up. Around.
Raleigh!
Finishes the rest of you.
That sergeant was
Brave thou
tanky.
Philos, believe.
He didn't do much damage, but man, was he tanky. It's a field infirmary. Okay. We gotta be getting close to the guy in charge.
Brave thou Philos, believe.
A little chat. A war mage.
One repels me.
Not even slowing it down.
Of course.
Brave.
Oh, here we go. Let's go right in the middle of this.
Hey,
Let's send Eder over here. Guy. Knock him down. I'm gonna use rage. Hate when they run to my back line. Okay, Durance, you're up. Okay, we're gonna need those heals now. Let's also throw this down. I got 2 uses of fear. Why don't I just... Or not. Finding's a little bit wonky there. Eder, yeah, he can keep tanking that a little bit. I think the rest of them got that. Okay, let's get a big swing here. Let's go for a knockdown. That's a lot of very painful damage. Heals out. Where's the... There we go. This should be able to heal everyone here. Perfect. Do I want to use a lot of spells? We could probably do Shield of the Faithful. Where's my second level? There's a good second level one. Which one was it again? I think it's... There we go. That one's okay. Was it a first level spell? Oh, that's the problem. I keep forgetting which spells he has because he has so many. Shoot. Oh, whatever. We'll just use a buff. That War Priest does. Oh, these guys are barbarians like that. That explains the tankiness. Thankfully, we do get that sweet, sweet lifesteal. Thank you, Kana. Okay, I mean, if we're just gonna stand there.
Brave thou
Alright. Durance, you're up. Marksman. Okay.
Well, following your lead.
We can probably go melee here with this. Okay. I think Paul has it covered, so let's go over here and wrong one. Let's do this. Okay, it's gonna bug a little bit. The rants. Whoop, wrong one. There we go. Throw that out.
Hey.
Header. Go for the knockdown. Okay. Do we have enough for a spell? No. Good. Durance, finish that.
Hey.
That is very rude. But you know what? Not bad.
Of course.
These guys weren't that tough, but they are quite tanky. They're quite tanky when they have those spellcasters behind them. They can actually do some damage, especially if I don't stack my buffs.
I'll give it a try,
deceptive.
at least.
Where's the dude in charge? There's gotta be a dude in charge out here, right? Maybe he's in the cave? No, actually he's probably over here. I missed this huge spot. Well, maybe there's... Okay, so I have to go this way.
Brave thou Philoth you leave.
Another pyromancer. Okay. Oh, that's a lot of potential damage. Okay, good. First things first, do that.
What is it?
Get the rage off. Let's do another big swing and see if maybe we can knock down a couple of these guys. That's good. Move here. That's a lot of damage. Let's go attack this guy. Okay. And we're gonna throw out fear. Grants. Throw out the buff. Eder. Knock this guy down.
Yes.
I can handle him. Okay, good. She's getting hit by a lot of stuff over there. Let's see. Restore critical endurance. Let's do this.
Done something.
Let's need a reminder.
Following your lead.
Ugh, I remember why I did not put Kana in my front line. That is not going to work out well. Alright. Knock that fool down.
Yes.
Okay. What else you got for me, Durance? Seal. Watch for presence. There it is. I keep forgetting to use watch for presence. That's the one I was thinking of. Alright.
Yes.
There we go. Let's heal everybody back up here. I guess these guys aren't as low level as I thought they were. When their composition is quite good. They got a nice mix of heavy frontliners with strong spellcasters. Like, damaging spellcasters in the back lines. Like, at that point, like, individual CR doesn't matter.
He's got this far. I ought to have a look at him at least. Commander Barbarian, leader of the Torn Bannermen. You've been a right pain in the balls, whoever you are. What do I call you?
Gustavus.
Well, on behalf of the Torn Bannermen, welcome to our camp. I've lost a lot of fucking men out there. Consul Hot's one thing, but why are you here cutting down my soldiers? I figure I can guess, but please, let's hear it from the man himself.
I heard there's an artifact of great power in that tower.
You and half of the Deerwood. Makes a tempting prize for lords and bandits alike. But the artifact is ours. Whoever set their tongue to wagging about it, they did you a great wrong. Nobody comes into our camp and lives. Think that's about the end of it? I'll give Consul Hot your regard.
Brave thou Philoth you
Let's
leave.
go. Okay. Okay. Let's do this.
Yes.
And it's time to spin. Okay. We're doing it that way. Go.
What?
Okay. Let's make sure we do this. Okay. And then we do this. And let's even up this a little bit. Knock down my gunslinger. Get back over here and hit the soldier.
Taking a good shot with this.
this. Okay. Pack everybody in nice and tight here.
So much for that. As you wish. Hey.
Golden scales, huh? Well, that's nice, I guess. Let's compare that to my exceptional plate, which has DR of 16, 20 against slash. Well, I could try it. It may not be bad. I will attack a little bit faster. Yeah, I'll give it a shot. If I don't like it, I'll just switch. Or wait, no. That's not my armor. This is my armor. Alright. Let's see. You grant second chance on unconscious. Crits converted to hits. To might. Super. Okay, no. That must have been, yeah. Must have been Editor's armor. Let's see. Oh, okay. Not bad. What are these boots? Alright.
As you wish.
You know what? That
I'm
might
here.
be okay armor for like Sagani or for our boy Durant's over here. Very frilly. Yeah, that'll work.
Of course.
I think we can rest here. Get some HP and some of our spell slots back. It's been a hell of a slog cutting our way through this camp. Oh boy. What we got? These algals are a little tough. Alright. Let's also switch Sagani to...
Grave thou Thilath Thilev. Grave thou Thilath Thilev.
Can't get a good shot.
Left guard, huh? Alright, Edder. Knock him out. Knock him out.
What
his
is it?
ass. Okay. Okay, not so fast.
Ixmaru!
This place is very damaged.
Grave thou...
And down he goes. Actually, out of curiosity, like, how tough are these Death Guard? Bestiary, Death Guard. How tough are these fellows? Oh, they're level 15, so they are meant to be hard. Huh. Alright. Oh, they're throwing fireballs. That is very uncool. Very uncool. But okay. Okay. Do this.
Yes.
Gonna rage. Okay. Not sure why they're so insane. Oh, the rats got knocked down. That's very bad. Okay.
Hey.
Get a good shot at this.
Okay, that's good. I'm gonna take a big swing.
What?
Durant's. Okay. Grab the buffs. Death Guard are no joke. Okay. Let's also use this around. Okay. That's done. We also have one or two other buffs. It's not Shield of Faithful, I think it's this one. Champion Spoon. Yep.
Bring them down.
Whack. And they need to throw more buffs. Who's Death Guard or something else, man? They actually are, they actually seem like N-tier enemies. What's their deflection like? It's only 68. I shouldn't be having too big of an issue hitting them. 34 intellect. Holy moly. 26 constitution. Holy moly, those guys are good. Yeah. Alright then.
As you wish.
Ancient Death Guard. Quite strong. Noted. A man totters towards you as if drunk. He stops a few feet in front of you and looks at a point over your shoulder with a wide glazed eye. Tanis must speak with you, human. Come. Alright. What the hell? Little steampunk robot? Oh, hey, look, more thralls. A Vithrak turns to you, clicking its mandibles. Hey, I've dealt with these guys before. Long clawed fingers together, the creature floats above the ground and sways. Just as it looks like it's going to leap on you, you hear a voice in your head. Human beast, come, yes? Most pleased is Tanis. Not apprentice, no. Human beast is something else. No camp smell, not like warrior hive above, no. If not apprentice, not warrior drone, then maybe human beast is ally, yes? You think we can help each other? With key, with apprentice rivals. Tanis work hard for master, but other apprentices, nasty beasts, want to be master's favorite, want to kill Tanis. And what is it you want me to do for you? Kill apprentice rivals, of course. Tanis knows. Tanis knows human beast came to see master. But master has door. Door wants key. Alright, where's the key? Key is words, is knowledge. Master give key part to each apprentice. Say cleverest, strongest apprentice, take all key parts. But human beasts take key parts from other apprentice rivals, yes? Then Tanis give final key part. He's the cleverest apprentice, no? For after human beast sees the master, become new favorite. I'll see what I can do.
Your master awaits a worthy pupil. Let the... First, a wizard must protect himself from the arcane and...
Okay, I'll return with answers, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna assume that they're all in these different rooms then. Hello, weirdo number 1. Laboratory reeks of rotting flesh, but the elf doesn't seem to know. Oh,
Stand back, ghoul. I'll summon you when I have need of you.
Excuse me?
Effigy's eyes, who are you? I don't have time for this. Get out of here and leave me to my work, alright?
These ghouls are different, more docile and less rotten.
I should hope so. I've been trying to stabilize them, prevent them from decaying further. Of course, the process is not yet complete.
Thomas
And
wants
that
good.
hopeless fraud had to send you to waste my time, Fine.
Okay, whatever. I was just gonna ask you if you're part of the key, but I mean, if you really wanted to die today, I mean, you know, each their own.
One repelled.
Okay, let's do a heal. That.
Well?
Okay, berserk mode. Let's get these guys out of here. Get them away from my back line, please.
Well?
My mind feels new.
Away from my back line. Alright, let's just draw them all together over here. Let's go for a knockdown. Things are quite tanky, surprisingly. Alright. Okay. If it's... Yep. Okay. Let's see. How long does this last? 27 seconds, okay. Alright, let's take out the Alghouls. Okay, this looks like this might be a strategy. I probably should have thought of this earlier, but what if I just do this? Like, yeah, they're ranged, but if I just ball up around Durant's, I don't think anything can touch us. Like, yeah, they could use AoE spells, but I feel like I can probably... Crumple note. I feel like I can probably just out-heal any damage they throw at me at that point. Peldon's note, okay. So I did grab Peldon's note. should be a quest item, yeah? Oh no. Let's sort by... okay, well, can't do that. Expedition logs. Oh dear. Tatter note. Okay then. Oh right, this is quest items. Derp dee derp. The most talented my princess, but your understanding is merely a page among the tomes of knowledge I've accumulated. Let's see. I can almost see your hands shaking, your face reddening as you read this. You may have surpassed the others. Can see my skill. I'm not going through the title of a wizard. Research notes. Okay, that's kind of funny.
As requested.
I'll take a look.
Make sure we're not missing anything here real quick. Take a quick little jaunt around the room. Alright.
A blade in the dark.
Watch it! Distract me again and you're like to lose an eye.
Here for your piece of the key.
That filthy spider put you up to this? He's using you, you know. Thinks he can control you like one of his mindless puppets. Tell you what, you help me instead, and I'll give you whatever he's offered, plus a little extra. Deal? Good. Come back when you've got the other pieces of the key. Need something? I'm still busy here.
What are you doing?
Cataloging weights, centers of gravity. Controlling a 3.5-foot blade in the air is harder than it looks.
She seems a little more straightforward. The other guy was a crazy necromancer. Bugman is Bugman. So, you know, I'm more likely to trust an engineer than I am an insane bug cultist. And definitely more than I am willing to trust a bizarro necromancer. Alright, Mr. Vithrak. Let's bunch up. Hi. Taking that piece of key now. Alright, first things first. Durance, consecrated ground. I'm gonna rage.
Hey.
A lot of assassins. That's gonna be a little bit tricky. I don't think we need to worry too much about that. Take out the shaman. Okay. It's gonna be a little bit of a tricky fight, but I think I'll be okay. Actually, we'll probably do something a little more. Okay, we should probably do this.
Fiery whore of a goddess!
Yeah, that too.
Hey.
Yes?
Alright.
Hey.
Yes.
That is a lot more damage than I was expecting. And a lot more stun than I was expecting. Okay, let's get some heals down. Okay, consecrated ground.
What is it?
I'm stunned. What does this do again? Okay. I need to get my stun off to try and stun him. Okay. We can also do this. Okay. Take out that shaman. Okay, Gustavus is almost dead. Okay, I don't think I need to waste that then. I could use. I don't know, they're undead. They're probably immune to a lot of fear types.
So much for you.
Okay. Bugman is now giblets. Okay.
So much for you.
That worked out really well. Even with those stuns, even with like the massive amount of stuns, Durant is. That is impressive. That is just impressive. That one's down. That was just impressive. Durant's heals or something else. Alright, what is this? Concentration. Ooh, that's a cool looking battle helmet. I wish there was kind of a transmog thing here. That'd be nice. Certainly would have liked a helmet that looks a little bit cooler, but not even sure why I'm looting most of this stuff. Like, my gear is already at a very high level. What the hell is this? The dwarf whirls to face you. What the fuck? Her face and throat are twisted with fresh scar tissue. Her remaining eye narrows as she assesses you. Out, her voice is a little more than a croak as she points you to the door. Tannis made me a deal to get your part of the key, and you can make me a better one. She utters a choking, mangled laugh and raises her grimoire. Okay, well, you know. It was worth a shot. First things first, draw out Holy Radiance. Then I'm gonna rage. Okay. Not bad. Domination sucks. This. Okay. Now let's use Interrupt. Okay. Okay. Okay, and next up we use this. Okay. What else? What else we got? So much for her. +9 deflection. These are all okay, but not insane.
As you wish.
Well,
I'll see it done.
Hold on.
I'll give it a try, at least. As requested.
Crap. No, he's been petrified.
Grave thou Philophili. I'll give it a try, at least.
I know a bunch of... She literally has skeletons in her closet. That's funny. Let's go. Big swing. Beyblade, Beyblade, let him rip.
As you wish.
Wow. Cool.
Need something? I'm still busy here.
You got the parts of the key from the others.
Good. Take this too. Now, just so we're clear, I don't know your business with him, and I don't want to either.
Cool.
So
Works
if
for
you
me.
get into trouble, don't expect me at your side. Far as I'm concerned, our business is happily concluded.
Yeah, works for me. I'm just gonna rest here real quick. Our business is concluded. I'm just gonna take a nap in your workshop here with my 5 friends, and then we'll go talk to your master. Whoa, whoa. Hey, grieving mother. You find her already at your side. Questions rise to the surface of her mind like bubbles from the depth, yet her eyes are cast
There
down.
is something I would ask of you, Watcher. A burden I would relieve. Yet, even the asking is a burden of another kind.
Ask anything. I'll ease your burdens if I can.
The memories of the birthing bell, the hollowborn, the mothers. I live in horror now at the lives I could not save, and the lives I bound in ignorance. My days are waking dreams. It feels as though the souls I've wronged have fled the cycle to haunt me. Please, Watcher. I tried once to forget, and yet echoes still tormented my soul. But if you were to cleanse my soul of the memory, I could at last be free of it. Will you grant me this?
Will you be the same person?
I will be the same, only free of the memory. My allegiance, my skill, these will still be dedicated to our cause, to your aid.
You are in what you think is the very last scene and decision in Path of Exile 2. Ooh. No spoilers, please, but that sounds exciting. On the one hand, I think her memories are kind of her lesson and her penance. Like, she learned a lesson having to go through that and experience that. Like, if you take those memories from her, she will have learned nothing. She'll be running from the problems that she caused, and she'll just keep making the same mistakes. It's a penance and a lesson.
But these memories, the pain, anger, brokenness, how am I to continue when these thoughts fill my mind?
If you don't remember your mistake, you are liable to repeat it.
This is a difficult truth, but truth nonetheless. I thank you for your aid, Watcher, even if it is difficult to bear.
Like, it's also kind of a penance for her too, right? Like, she made that mistake, she made those decisions, took away the free will of others, and she kind of wants to forget about it, you know, the wrongs that she did. It's like, well, you can't really do that. That's kind of a penance in a lot of ways, but also a lesson.
Your master, a wizard must protect himself from the arcane and the mundane, from spellcaster and soldier alike. Of the many defenses available to the wizard, which comes first?
Well, I don't really want to have to go back and read that at the moment. Where's his quest? Let's see. There it is. Okay. Hey, I'll return when I have the answers. What? Where are my answers? It's a... If I go back now, can I do it?
Your master.
Okay.
A wizard must protect himself. You have
word of
learned,
mine.
but a wizard must also defend against his own deficiencies, lest he fall to them.
Do you enjoy
Which weakness is deadliest?
Poe 1 and Poe 2 makes you think. Yeah, I actually really like, I like the kind of moral dilemmas and some of the more interesting conundrums they throw at you. Like, the Grieving Mother is nice. I like that. It's a really nicely done kind of conundrum, because there's, like, it's an actual moral stance, right? There's a lot of ways you can look at that, and a lot of ways you can interpret that, and a lot of choices you can make, and I really appreciate that as someone that like actually writes and DMs for D&D. I always love when people can make proper moral conundrums that aren't just binary choices. You know, a moral conundrum's like main. If I gotten quieter, oh, I might have backed up a little bit for my mic. I really like enjoy whenever they're well done, because like a proper moral conundrum for a character should not be a binary choice of like black and white, good and evil. It should be a choice of what that character truly believes. Like that's like the sign of a good moral conundrum in a D&D or RPG aspect. The fish is last to fall, which is the deadliest pride.
Many fall by overestimating their own power. Yet for the wizard who understands the nature of magic, power is nearly limitless. What quality of magic is most critical to powerful spell work?
Malleability.
Yes, though few will ever grow skilled enough to wield it well. One test of your understanding remains. What is a wizard's true foe?
Same foe as everyone. Mortality.
You may proceed.
Oh, let's save here. An emaciated figure hunches over a stack of books. As you enter the room, it rises, and you feel as though you can see each rib and vertebrae shift into place beneath a pale film of flesh. It turns, twisting wasted skin and tendon around its bones. Two eyes burn from its angular, shrunken face.
Yes, you have the look of one who's lived by the sword. Yet you're a far cry from the hapless brutes camped above us. What brings you to my study?
It's an artifact I'm looking for.
A phylactery is no mere artifact. It is the repository of a soul and a work of sophisticated magic. And there's something you should know about sophisticated magic. Spells are fueled by ambient essence in the ether, a miserly trickle of energy that leaks from the wheel. Because the medium is so poor, a wizard must normally focus his efforts on the runes and incantations that channel it. But imagine what could be done with a more powerful source of essence. A Watcher's soul, for instance.
Okay, no. This looks like a lot of enemies. Okay, I'm gonna do the smart thing here, and we're gonna back up. We're gonna back up to the doorway. Come on, back up to the doorway. Now we do this. Okay, now we get the Rance. Throw down his heal.
What is it?
I'm gonna rage. Hey, let's get Eder up front as well. We're just gonna block this doorway. Oh god, please do not go down on me, Durance. I leave you alive. Consecrated ground.
Hey.
Let's make a big swing. Try and knock some of these guys over. Okay. Okay. Next, warding seal. That is getting very, very harsh. Spread out. Fuck. Even Durant seems to back up. That is extremely painful.
Hey.
What?
Okay, let's do this. What's the range? Something like that? Okay. Alright. Let's do this. Who went down? Kana and her? Okay. That's not the end of the world. I have revives. We can definitely get people up when they go down. Kana's very important. Up to Daisy, but let's do regen here. Same for you. We'll do wound binding. Let's see here. Let's do this. Let's do that. Okay. We need heals ASAP. Let's put another warding down here. Multiple for the price of one here. Do this well. Next up, minor intercession. Okay, grieving mother. Let's get her over here. She can start his console hold.
Yes.
Let's all start wailing on this guy best we can. Okay, that is really bad. Wow. Leave poor Durance alone. What the hell? What the hell was that?
Following your lead.
That was extremely cheap.
Hey.
Oh well. He should be able to.
What is it?
Should be able to knock him down regardless. That's a very cheap spell though. Let's see. Okay. We're gonna throw this on Gustavus.
Yes.
Kana can keep wailing on console holds.
Hey.
What is it?
Okay. Let's go ahead and. Why am I over here? Okay, let's do this.
Hey.
Okay.
Yes.
Am I debuffed? I am debuffed pretty badly. 20 seconds. Okay, that's incredibly bad. Sever soul.
Fight on, my friends! Following your lead.
She's struck. Is that like just what is up with that spell? That is quite rude. Okay, we need some more chanting. Is he auto casting spells? Alright, I'm gonna turn this off. I need an enchant. That's it. Okay. Pushing it back. Fatigues the wielder. His fortitude and stuff seems pretty good.
Following your lead.
Alright, I need to get a couple of chant verses off so I can get a revive. All of his minions are down.
Beyond seek.
I might just be able to outlast all of his buffs. Yeah, especially with lifesteal, I should be able to outlast him. Okay, there we go. We need a revive. Oh, this revives everyone in AoE. Very nice. Perfect. Alright, Durance, you're up. We need to start throwing the Omega buffs. Let's go. Oh, yeah. He brought his Death Guard back up. Okay. Can I just do this? Okay, let's go over here. I need to get Fear. I need to remove that. Devotion of the Faithful. Oh, where's that? Okay. I'd have to get way too close for that. Let's turn on a ward first. Let's get everyone healed up. Okay. Okay. Alright, let's throw this on him. He's probably dead already. Okay, very good. Okay, there's a dire one. There it is. That'll increase our crit chance. Okay, he's down. That was a very tough fight. That was a very, very tough fight. Luckily, I have 2 forms of resurrection. I grabbed his head. Oh no. Well, I guess I got his head in my pockets now. Wait, I picked up a belt too from him. Is it any good? Belt of power. Very nice. Pretty sure that's not gonna work because I already have I think I already have stuff that does that. I think it doesn't stack with the helmet, I don't think. I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure it does not. Training grounds, evidence armor. No, it does not. Okay. Because it's an armor and armor bonuses don't stack. I wish they would like phrase them a bit more, like how Pathfinder does it, or like you have sacred bonuses, you have luck bonuses. That way you can kind of know like what you're dealing with. But I guess it's just everything that's an armor works that way. Let me grab my belt. That one gives 3 con. That one gives 3 might. Okay. We're golden. Okay. We're all good. Alright. Let's go grab... Ooh, a dragon eye. Very nice. Actually, the dragon eye... Can I bump this thing to legendary? No, I need bog dragon scale. This thing is already yeah, it's already superb. It's already under reinforced. I suppose I could proof it against stuff, but nah. Okay, so yeah, I'm not there yet. Need bog dragons. What about... Yeah, that's Binding, the Grey Sleeper, Tidefall. I'm not level 16. I'd need to be level 16. Okay, well. So be it. So be it. Search the bookcase. You find an amulet. Spell word amulet, okay. Battle-worn grimoire, okay. Do I want to use these? Damage proof. No, I doubt it. That's pretty good. Console halts crushing doom. That is a hell of an ability. Repeatedly slam target, doing crushing damage to the problem. It strikes repeatedly, becoming larger, more accurate, and more damaging each time. And it doesn't have a duration. What is this? What is this insane spell? Good lord. That is insane. If I had a wizard in my party, that actually would be insane. Good grief. Alright, spell word amulet. What does this do? 10 spell defense. Already have one of those. That was a hell of a thing. Let's see. Did I get what I needed out of this? I guess so. Alright. Very nice. Now we can go finish up Sagani's thing. The long hunt, yeah. Alright. That's back in the same direction, so we can head back towards Gallowayne and all that nonsense. Okay, consult chambers. Alright. The rants did rank up, though. Yeah, we'll just bump his lore. Spell mastery. Ooh, we get another free one. Oh, watchful presence for free? Ooh. Yeah, definitely. Watchful presence for free. For sure. Storm of Holy Fire. Resurrection. A single ally is revived and healed. They receive the effects of barring death's door, and nearby allies are healed. Okay. Priest gains bonus on all attributes. Good grief, I should have played a priest. Good grief, that's strong. Wait, what?
Kill them all!
Hey, your master's dead.
I don't believe it. You killed Consulhot. I had nothing to do with any of that, of course.
What are you going to do now? Gonna continue my research. Perhaps Consulhot has some lore in his library that could be useful. If you excuse me. Sure. Seems like fun. Enjoy your reading. Alright. Let's get out of here and back to our main quest. Well, Sagani's thing and then the main quest. We'll stop by Catanua on the way, rest, and get our 2 buffs back. Because we can get 2 buffs. Well, technically we could get 3. Yeah, we could get 3. Yeah, I think we'll do it that way. We'll do it so we get 3 buffs. Curse of Cold Clay. Made sure. There you go. Let's go to Catanua. Okay. There it is. See here. Alright. What is like the buff we can do today? Why don't we do Dex, Con, and then Might? Yeah, we'll do Dex, Con, Might. Dex, Con, and then Might. And that'll give us some really big stat buffs there. So we stack them here. Or does it not stack, actually? No, okay. Ah, they don't stack. Dang. Okay. Oh, well. I thought they might, but they don't. I thought maybe I could get them to stack. Like, not like on top of each other. Like, I couldn't get like multiple might buffs, but I thought maybe I could get like a dex buff on top of a con buff. Oh well, I guess that wouldn't be super balanced, would it? Okay, let's go to Old Song first, and then we can head up towards Northwild, I think it is. Old Song Pass. Up to Northwild.
The figurine. It's glowing.
Brave thou Philothili.
You come upon a clearing and see a group of Glanfothans standing in a circle. Sagani glances from the Audra statuette to the hunters, looking for a connection. Meanwhile, the hunters turn to notice you. Their bows are drawn. Take it easy. Just looking for someone.
What business does an Estremor have with the Fangs?
They step aside and turn to you. As they do, you see something on the ground behind them. Laying amidst the ferns is a white stag. Dark blood mars its brilliant coat, and its sides tremble with quick, shallow breaths. You feel a presence in the beast, something ancient familiar, before you can speak. Something thumps to the ground. You look down and see the Odger bear, its bright glow flickering.
Arc's shadow.
Sagarni draws up beside you, her eyes wide and fixed on the dying stag. Mind full of pain, to have journeyed so far and found this. One of the hunters takes a step forward and Sagarni raises her bow. An arrow
Any
is
closer
knocked.
and you'll bleed out next to him. I never thought I'd prepared myself to meet a stranger. To share the honor and history of my village with someone who had no knowledge of us. Even someone who'd scorn our way of life.
If you're going to do this, you've got to hurry.
I was going to tell him about the years of abundance in Masuk. How his granddaughters have hunted caribou, and his grandsons made our walls strong. But he'll be gone in minutes.
Trust her instincts.
There's no point to any of this, is there?
Her voice is steady and measured, and her words are guttural and unfamiliar. At first you think she's reciting a poem in her native language. After a moment you realize that she's listing the names of every person in her village. At last you hear her speak her own name. The stag takes a final shuddering breath and falls still.
If you've finished your chanting, we need to get to work before the meat spoils.
She looks hormone and horror and anger flash through her eyes. But as she looks at the dead deer, she shrugs and turns, leaving the lustreless Adra figurine in the dirt.
I've finished what I came to do. Let's go.
No. That's sad. Stolen work defiance, huh? That wouldn't be too terrible. There's also other good stuff. Bloody Slaughter, I think. That also is pretty decent. Gotta go for all that damage. Yeah, you know what? Low... I don't know what it counts as low endurance, but... Or 15 interrupt, that would be... You know what, let's go with interrupt. That's pretty good. That works with the build. Nice. Interrupt of 39. It's not too bad. Any other defensive things we want to grab? Bear's Fortitude, Bull's Will, Body Control. Let's go Body Control. Anything that just makes him more resilient. .40 attack speed, 10 damage reduction, plus 50 interrupt. I'll go with that. I like that. That's a very strong buff. Just throw that on Gustavus. If we ever get to that point, he can just run roughshod over everyone. Let's see, defense. Do we have anything for defense here? I'm not saying a whole lot here. Penetrating shots. Dangerous implement. Let's see. We'll go with ruffians. Sure. We'll give him some more accuracy.
Following your lead.
I was also thinking about switching up his armor, since I'm gonna have him at range more now. He might be a little safer going with slightly lighter armor now. We'll see if he starts getting knocked down too much, then I will definitely switch back. Let's see. Does anyone have any good armor here? Oh, that's so low armor though. That's such low DR. I can't do that to him. He'll get popped initially, and then he won't be of any use. Actually, okay, this might be silly. Yeah, it looks a little silly, but you know what? I think we can enchant it, make it superb. I could probably Durgan it, but let's see. Do I have any armor that's... Yeah, I do. I have the turban that gives him intellect. Okay. Anything that gives dexterity. Okay, no. Oh, that actually might be better. There we go. Okay. Let's see. We could put dexterity on it. Yeah, why not? There. Now he gets a dexterity bonus too. This is quite the chanter. That looks really funny. 9 DR is pretty low, but I think it'll be alright. He's got decently high deflection. Like, not super high, but decent enough. We'll see how that works out. As long as he stays in the back, I think he'll be fine. Alright, let's see here. Let's see here. Alright, back to the star chamber. Alright, Gawain. Howl back.
You have slain 2 mighty hunters. Blood flows in the maw, yet no victor emerges. Why have you denied me my champion?
Because I never backed down from a good fight. If both beasts were so weak, then neither was worthy. I agree with that one, though, from a Gawain perspective.
Worthiness is proven in conflict. Might grappling with might. Flesh tears, bones break, and the ones that mend are stronger still. Blood mixes, and the worthier substance rises to the top. And you have proven worthy.
He lets out a howl that rings the air. He lowers his head, puffs of steam rising from his panting mouth. Twigs crunch and branches snap. The ground shivers under the weight of pacing, prowling footsteps. A dozen beasts, bears, wolves, and long-fanged cats, stalk out of the undergrowth, their matching amber eyes fast on you. Is this how you would threaten us, Gawain, with cats and dogs? David Durrance. As the beasts encircle you, their master rises to his feet. Even the largest of the bears can only reach his brown muscle-knotted shoulders. You stand mindful of the ring of predators surrounding you.
You sought and won the favor of Gawain. What new prey do you now pursue?
I hunt Theos.
To track a quarry, you must understand its movements. And Theos follows the path of a more powerful master.
A warm breeze carries the smell of smoke and gunpowder. Sparks ignite and float in the draft, catching the leaves over Gawain's head. A sudden blast of heat scalds your face, and even as you turn away, a flash of light sears your vision through your eyelids. When you look back, you see a woman in full plate standing next to Gawain. Her mirror-polished armor flickers with images of reflected flames. You can't see her face, but her voice is strong and clear. It's Mogren, yeah.
Let him know his foe.
Oh, Durrance, okay. Yeah, I figured he'd have something to say. The whore breaks her silence at last. Have you missed me, Mogren? You may have found other lovers, but surely none that was my equal. Mogren says nothing in response. Indeed, she never even glances in Durrance's direction. An involuntary tick causes the baggy skin beneath Durrance's eyes to quiver. He says no more, his ruddy skin blanched white.
Theos has trapped thousands of souls in sun and shadow, like rabbits in a snare. Now, he goes there to retrieve the kill for his master, Woodiga.
One of the bears pawed the ground in irritation.
She will feast on them, suck their marrow, grow strong on their essence.
Why would Theos help Woodiga?
Because he is her hound. He has always done her bidding.
His eyes dart to another figure standing behind Mogren.
Woodiga stands for an old order. So does Theos.
Abaddon, I love this guy. I knew he was part of this, so I was like, you also gotta go with Abaddon. I really liked him. I'm always a sucker for a good god of the forge. A golem made of blackened, pitted iron steps out of Mogren's shadow. Its movements are slow yet precise, each footfall accompanied by the groaning and grinding of metal. The steady orange glow of furnace coals emanate from its eye sockets. In Abaddon's crude yet efficient form, you see an uncanny resemblance to the eyeless, yet his limbs are more finely wrought, his joints more flexible. You also feel the essence of the eyeless teeming within him.
They both fear change, and the Deerwood has changed much recently. People find answers not in the gods, but in animancy, the product of their own labors.
And why not? When they have learned that even a god can be killed.
Says that like it wasn't her followers that unleashed the God Hammer. Animancy doesn't seem to trouble you. The three gods seem to look at one another. One of the wolves sits and scratches its neck.
The clash of ideas, the search for answers and meaning. These are other hunts.
This is the destiny of Kith, to struggle and transform, even through animancy.
And to improve. Steady labor and earnest industry elevate Kith above Wilder and Beast. It is also useful that they should learn to improve their souls, whether through struggle, transformation, or labor. On this, at least, we have no disagreement.
Yeah, what should I do?
Track Theos. Follow the trail he has left for you, and corner him in sun and shadow.
You have hired out your strength in the service of others, Watcher. Now, we ask that you employ your talents for the benefit of all of the Deerwood. You must stop Theos before he empowers Woodica.
And if you do, you will have a different decision to make.
And if you believe you are free to make that decision how you wish, you have not been listening to our conversations along the road.
Souls were ripped from the world, ripe and full and pulsing with essence. Scatter them like bones to a pack of dogs. Their essence will strengthen the souls of the Deerwood. Let the remains of the dead feed the survivors.
Why would I feed the lost soul's essence to the Deerwood?
To breed strength. Power is born from the mixing of essence and blood.
What Theos did cannot be undone. Thousands of lives have changed, and thousands more have ended because of his actions. But transformation gives purpose to trial.
And improvement is the goal of all Kith. Long lives, prosperous futures, stronger minds and bodies. Strengthening those who remain will help repair the damage that Theos has done to the Deerwood.
I thought you served the cause of preservation, Abaddon.
Essence cannot remain in a dead body, any more than oil in a broken jar. Even though the stolen lives cannot be preserved, their essence can be used to ensure the survival of the Deerwooden remnant. Thus, the memory and vision of the lost may live beyond them. This is the nature of preservation.
I can understand that logic. Alright, now I've got to find Theos.
And when you descend the pit to sun in shadow, you can count on our assistance to see you safely through. As I hope we can count on yours when you reach the bottom. There are many souls upon the burial isle that are sworn to serve us. They belong to you now, and they shall guide your descent.
Tyrannus faces grave. Beware the promises of a god, Watcher. They are binding, but only in one direction. The beast grows restless, pawing the ground and eyeing you with renewed interest. The bear sniffs at the ground next to your leg. One stalker skulks in the circle, into its amber eyes glowing. Galawain hurls his knife between your feet, sinking it to its handle. He raises his empty hand.
Hunt him, mortal. And when you stop him, let the souls he has captured feed the Deerwood.
Strengthen the souls of those who remain. Prepare them to face the challenges that will follow. Pledge that you will do this, and we will grant you a power fit for the finest warrior who ever lived.
Oh, hell yeah, that sounds good.
Betray us, and my beast shall track you down. Our allegiance is not to be accepted and cast aside.
Sure. Sounds like a good plan.
The bargain is struck, Watcher. Keep your part.
Galawain's boon. The vision vanishes in an instant, returning you to Tyr Everon, where burning candles replace the glowing eyes of Galawain's beasts. Dang. Hey, I got +1. Oh, okay. +1 to endurance, I guess that's not bad. Alright. Stealth. Yeah. Let's see. Vicious Companion. Resilient. damage, extra damage reduction, or damage and DR. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. All right. The Curse of Cold Clay completed. Hey. All right. I think that's a good place to stop for now. I will be back tomorrow, and tomorrow, even if we have to like stream for like 5 hours, we'll definitely finish this up tomorrow. I think that's the goal. But anyway, thanks everybody for showing up. It's been a lot of fun. I will be back tomorrow to finish up Pillars of Eternity. So I hope to see you all here, and I hope you all have a very good evening. And I will see you next time.